Welcome to the LEC Week 1 Day 2 highlights. The match featuring Team Heretics versus Shifters, and both teams currently sit in joint bottom position.
Both Heretics and Shifters very much team fight focused. Like you have some sideline pressure with Shifters in the rise, but overall you're still.
But I've heard it from like 5 different teams, so probably why we're not seeing it on stage is Ice does get the cleanse, but it doesn't stop successive CC from coming in. Bukata on the way down, decent damage with the crushing blow, and there it is! The Foss bomb to finish it. Steady vision. Side of Shifters there as Heretics ready to try and make a play of their own. Send with the Hex Flash forward. Hook going to connect onto Trimby. Crash down, not quite ready. Beautiful sequencing of CC game. CC from the Pantheon, likely to do a lot of work, although even as the equalizer clears the wave, Rooster's still able to get in there with Crystalline Overgrowth and knock down that first plate.
I'm curious what build we'll get out from Trace. We'll probably know after this, but I've seen like some people playing around with like Riftmaker and the Andres and some other builds, but
I can test. Bukata locked up, Pantheon on the way down, trying to delete him down. The Drake has dropped, Bukata's running to safety. Saren coming in from behind to try and finish the kill. Sheo finally gonna get knocked down, stand on the retreat. Trimby remounting, ready to go. Then flash out, Trimby going to follow. One more auto, and Napotic might be able to finish it, but they cannot get it done. Shifters with a nice punish, they lose the objective. But moving in for a little bit more. And again, Team Heretics just fight all the time.
I think the professional term is a whoopsie.
Oh, Trimby making a whoopsie of his own. Crash down, pushed back by Saren. Not today. Trimby a little bit too deep on the vision there. Has a Triforce. Will hit like a truck, but just wants to wait for someone to show up so he can get in there. Q, auto. Oh, it's so much damage to the Corki. Valk forward, one more Gene proc. And that's all it takes. He will lose his life, but casually walking up in essentially 3-shot.
I think that's what they're so scared about. But at least now Shifters is a little bit more proactive.
Warp down, they just want to delete Ice. Ulti to try and clear the wave, but down he's going to go nonetheless. That is a massive commitment from Shifters. You're pretty much just pushing Q on cooldown. It's very low effort AD carry for the not so APM inclined as Ice sitting comfortably on the back line for now. All the combos kicking off though, and Ice's front line is just completely demolished.
That was a bounce house from hell right there. Shifters playing that incredibly well, but Rooster just corralling everyone exactly where they needed to be. And second Dragon now for Shifters. This is working out relatively well for them now. They've kind of got a pep in their step.
Definitely do. And this is one of the concerns we had when we saw the Smolder and the Azir locked in, is like, look, Azir obviously has some decent early levels, Smolder can usually do fine, but
bottom lane, but Shifters have already got control on the objective.
Unstoppable Trayson trying to sidestep. Now he's caught in the 1v1 if his Q3 connects, and luckily it does not. Trayson is able to just be that early game bridge. Unfortunately, he just didn't bridge the team far enough. So now we're waiting. Get those second items. Things maybe start to get a bit easier, but if you walk into range of that Corki or that Rise, it's going to be rough.
Yes. And as you say, especially if you can get the Hex XO, like they chase their potential when you're like a relative. That is true.
Yeah.
But it's not Worlds, so.
Also, I'm just saying, a lot of the Faker champs are just permanently OP. It's an observation. Push back. Trimby not going to be able to find the engage. The hook goes in. Oh, Trimby definitely did not want that. Jao coming down from the sky. Quick pick.
Tickles that thing.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. Shifters. Rise, Shifters, the Rise Corki is what I'm looking at. Although the Azir eventually will do damage, but yeah, Ice, no. No. I don't think my inbox is, yeah. Anyway, here we are. Nuke clears out the top side. They're finally forced to concede the tower. Now, this might look like there was no action coming together. There is an angle, but flash forward, going in from Rooster. Not quite going to hit the Q3, but gets double flashes out from the side of Team Heretics. Now Trimby looking for a bit of follow-up. Saren still fine, as is Ice, completely untouched. Trimby about to fall, but shielding is there from the footwork. Rooster body blocking, and Bukata ready for the re-engage, but a quick push back from Saren. Team Heretics holding the line beautifully, denying engage after engage, but have to be careful not to step too far forward. Instant hook onto Nuke. He goes golden. Buys a second with the stopwatch. Sheo ready to go right back in. Trimby burning. Extra shield from the crash out, keeping him standing. They're all so low. But Team Heretics are all still standing. They're going to set their sights on the Dragon.
The thing is, though, Shifters can actually reset it with Rise's Realm Warp and the Hextech Journey. Actually make it back in time. You see the TP already coming through. Actually, no, it looks like Heretics just going to be able to finish off this Dragon. And Shifters couldn't find the engage they wanted. Shifters by every engage tool was met with an answer.
Going in, though. 5 stacking the bush, but Trayson lays down a decent equalizer, sadly. Cannot keep Shifters around as it's an instantaneous pick onto Sheo. Nice stack, nice bait there from Shifters. Not going to fall for the same thing twice as Rooster still goes all out. Probably needs to back away now, though. It's quite squishy, and Team Heretics just going to focus on taking control of the mid lane, breaking that tier 1. I don't think they're really convinced of Baron as a threat.
Now you can't. Oh, are they actually going to attempt this? Because I was going to say I don't really think you are. 20 seconds with Sheo. If Heretics can slow this pace down, Sheo can rejoin.
It's there, but they kind of just used Sten's ult for nothing, as Team Heretics weren't really in a position to follow. Sten health bar incredibly low. Emperor's Divide is available, as is Ice's ultimate.
There's a lot of splash damage from Heretics, though.
But there's no Sheo just isn't here. This should just be a guaranteed objective. There's no way they can take this. Bukata good on the smite. Trimby now looking for a bit of a re-engage. Zarin trying to make the play. Ice finding the initial shutdown, but it does not look like this is going to work out for the side of Team Heretics. Shifters take the objective and get the fight as well.
Nice engage from Trimby on towards the back line. And off the back of this, it feels like this next Hextech Soul fight is going to be very difficult in 2 minutes as well. So I think for Heretics, like we have seen that if they are able to play it out and Shifters make a couple of mistakes in the engages, they have a chance, but it is not so easy, as I thought Sten was looking for the play with Bukata on mid, but backs away.
Are there now, pulls an additional Zeal for Ice. Nuke, however, not interested in waiting for a 5v5. Instead, just gonna do 1,000,000 damage by him. Bukata, don't push a button. Let him have, yes, that's what we like to see. 1v1, Bukata just a spectator.
That was insane.
That was
much
damage. Now Shifters laying a trap in the brush. You got a TP coming in for Rooster, looking to rejoin with the rest of the team. Bukata got the smite earlier. Can he get one more? Sheo instantaneously locked down. Nice knockup to keep the fight going, but Hextech Drake is down, and now Shifters have the soul. Zarin still uncontested. Tracing with a solid ulti. Nuke running for his life. Big damage from Potok off to the side, though. Sheo ready to fall from the sky. Nuke continuing to sprint away. Trimby with the instantaneous CC! Sheo just deleted. And Team Heretics chasing. They want the fight. They're begging Shifters to come back. I have seen all year. Now, I've seen 6, so it's not that crazy, but
no, it was very at least.
History repeats itself. Sheo running, using the Aegis Assault. Sten now going back in. Sheo with no equal, that means it's hard for him to step forward, so Sten just dies. That was
basically no vision. There was that blue ward very briefly. Tracing.
Equalizer just in case. They're preying on a bad smite. Won't happen.
I was kind of surprised at how much damage Tracing just did there, though. That was
support Sterix Gauge, aka, well, that's what I'm calling it. It's Protoplasm Harness. So if they do lock him down, it is pretty easy for him to get that burst of tankiness alongside the Celestial opposition. And Escape is now Shifters looking to end the game. Knocking open one inhibitor. They've got pressure in the mid lane as well. 200 stacks wasn't enough, 300 stacks wasn't enough. Maybe if Ice gets to 400, they can win the game. But for now, Shifters slow, steady, controlled. Not looking to force any kind of base race. Another Realm Warp out. Sheo going in, but now a bit of a split in the team. The focus on the Trimby means there's not really any avenue of attack. Shifters just have another wave on the top side. They're going to break another inhibitor. 1 minute until Elder.
And you're getting so much poke off as well with that Hextech Soul.
Then going wide. Tracing trying to clear. Good initial engage. Sheo gets some locked up. Bukata burns! Smolder finally getting an execute. That is... Although I assume he speaks English to the team, but whatever. Going in, Sten caught out. Shifters with a quick initial engage. Ice still able to do a little bit of damage, but they're not certain if they want the fight. Sten living is big.
Surely, with this can end the game.
Surely Hextech and Elder is enough. Reader. Bukata. Delved over the wall. Shifters pushing in multiple ways. Ready to let some of the minions do work, but again, they don't. The range is a little bit difficult still. Potok can poke a bit. Sten trying to body block as much as he can. Sheo hoping to connect on some spears just to
This is kind of a problem with Elder. It's that you don't really have the waves can still be cleared very, very quickly. So your ability to actually get value isn't quite there. And it should be gone. Or at least, well, you want to try and hold it until Baron.
They've synced these waves. Surely this is enough. Trimby instantly into the midst of the entire team. Shifters just going to delete. They're just going to focus on killing the Nexus. They're going to kill the Nexus, and the game is going to end. They won't make the same mistake twice. That's right, folks. Nobody embarrasses in a row.
With that victory for Shifters, they move into 7th place in the LEC, and Team Heretics move down to 12th.
And I just said that they were going to hit the Nexus because that's what I prayed for their sake that they were going to do. And they did, and they found the win. Team Heretics wanted to scale. They weren't given the time. They weren't given the space. Shifters finding their first win here in LEC versus.
A little bit more even.
These are the LEC Week 1 Day 2 highlights featuring Los Ratones and Cowman Cork Blue. Both teams currently sit joint second bottom.
So much, and all are playing the most boring things on the face of the least level 3, but their health bars are in pretty good shape, so haven't lost out too much in these first few levels.
This is not the game I expected.
Going mid! Oh, this is his entire game! He did the thing! That's it! Relatively calm, sort of extended play around this objective as we get an all-in on the top side. Bear looks like he wins those, although Alti traded for Alti. It's a healing battle now, but the Bear looks like he's coming out on top. However, the revive still there. Boss's health bar blinking. Zehen back to half. So getting the revive cooldown is good, but giving up your flash is going to make things tricky.
I'm surprised to see Los Ratones move up towards that top side to try and cover for the boss. And the heal burnt now on Reckless. You still have all these summoner spells up. Hazel. He has
barrier combo. Crownie, what? They didn't thought Prime was gone. Getting extra levels is big because Zehen is so cooldown gated early on, and now Velia in trouble.
Oh god.
Doesn't have the flag anymore. Yukino wants to keep the play going. Flash over the wall, follow with the clone from Yukino. Another spin on the Cyclone.
He did.
Now down he goes. That's the solo kill.
You know, on KCB and EMEA Masters. Now coming into this stage, you had to try and find that synergy once more. And look at it. Like, it's all about Yukino and setting him up.
Yukino completely fearless here. Down to just 50-50, but doesn't even really have a smite to 50-50 with, so needs to bully them out as Milsu zoning with the ball. And I gotta say, we mentioned how important jungle was gonna be. Yukino absolutely dominating in the context of that 1v1 match. With Boss now going all in. That's the ulti from Tao. Boss maybe waiting for the ignite to expire, but the damage.
But that was sick, Tao popping off in the top lane. Like, he's doing fairly well for himself, and Zehen with a lead is a terrifying champion.
And Boss had ulti, so
pushing Boss, pushing mid, and Kamilu actually might look for Nemesis here.
He's going in, Shockwave available. Yukino's ult available as well. And Novelia does not have his. KCB, 4-stack on the objective. Top laner's the only ones not to participate. Crownie debating if they want to go in. Velia caught off to the side as the Drake goes down. Will flag and drag out. Up a little bit premature on the ulti there.
But the call was Boss is missing, and Yukino knows this.
Flag, drag the Q, follow up, Thunder Rains from the sky. Yukino able to flash briefly, but it looks like Boss is going to finish him. It's the shutdown. Nemesis now in trouble. Will be able to walk it off. On the other hand, needs to be ready to flag and drag. Initial interrupt. Boss wants to keep this going. Still has the extra help from the ulti. Zehen ulti coming in as well. Velia goes down. Nemesis solo. Prime wandering his way in. Reckless with the extra healing to defend his mid laner. Boss going on a bit of a walkabout on the top side. KCB still coming out even in that trade, but Boss, I don't think he's walking away from this one. Oh, the heal is there. The Q flash, hand delivered back to Tao. Stealing, finding these little edges, finding these little advantages. Now it's pretty hard for Crownie to walk up. Hazel, the threat of the all-in with the ultimate. Very real. Is Boss not afraid to continue trading despite being down 2 levels. Ulti there. Healing is going to escape, gets pulled back. He's going to die.
And I don't think that's a good one.
Nope.
But here we go, Velia.
Now might be in trouble in the meantime. Yukino, they're trying to cut him down. Velia wants to finish the kill desperately, but Yukino is still alive. Nemesis and Reckless on the
really managed to trade for anything on the map.
No, I haven't. I mean, it's difficult when you're so far behind in terms of overall pressure. You can see Boss trying to win out on the 1v1. It will hold the tower for a little bit longer. Tao has overcommitted a bit, doesn't have access to the flash, does have access to the ignite. This is an opportunity to turn. The passive is not stacked. This should just be the quick kill for the Boss. Tao, tunnel vision on the tower, and it's going to cost him, but it's Prime with the 3-man! Instantaneous. The way to disengage is just too late. KCB find a slightly better fight, but it's Los Ratones who take the objective. And it's only Reckless who drops.
The numbers advantage for Los Ratones makes it tough. But Velia under pressure, and so is that top tower.
That it is. Kamilu takes it out now. Nemesis. Los Ratones, do you guys call yourself the Rats?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. That makes sense. It's not something you want to call someone unless they ask you to call it, you know?
KCB fans, though, still very happy, and they should be. I mean, 3.5K, nearly 4K gold lead. Now you got Rip. They can try and play around the Boss and Crownie elsewhere. We'll have to see if that is going to be the plan. Is Prime a little bit far forward?
Celestial opposition already popped. Fortunately, ulti out as well. Has just been completely caught out. Good realm warp to punish. So they have now marked him 6K, getting lower. Los Ratones have to be super careful. The boss already caught on side. Protobelt's away. Tau just chasing down. Velia going for the initial engage on a Camilo, trying to force out an early shockwave. And down goes the Ori. Now it's Nemesis on the flank. Hazel in an excellent position to try and take over the fight, but he hasn't been able to get any damage down yet. Prime going in. Drake stolen. Crowny manages to get it. That's the Freak Master in the midst of the fight. I don't know what he's doing, but it's starting to get freaky. KCB still trading down just a bit on the kills. They can't find the engage. Tau dropping as
KCB are being distracted by the boss. Velia gets back out over the sides, and by some miracle, Crowny steals the dragon.
On to Camilo before the fight breaks out. That's excellent, and he isn't in a position to buy a Seekers right now. Presumably building towards it. Definitely favors KCB in the long run, but
yeah,
Crowny able to finish that third item does mean that he's quite scary.
It's just more of a, how do KCB play it? Because I think if you do play for, oh, hang on, Valiant? He's out.
Nope. Whoa, what out? He was in.
Did he click out?
He must have clicked out. No, now Crowny's gone too. He's been picked up.
Lads, what are you doing? Lads, it's in front of Baron. And you lost your tier 2 boss.
I mean, Mark asked me yesterday if I could hype his team up, and that last play I was hyped, but that was rough. 2 back-to-back picks, 1 misclick, 1 misstep, 2 champions dead, and now KCB get a Baron, well earned to punish, to find those angles. Yukino constantly on the hunt. The Los Ratones caught asleep at the wheel. That's devastating.
I mean, your mid lane goes to Tau.
Next flash over the wall, might be both. Prime, initial engage on Velia, looking pretty solid. Flag and drag out for Velia. Prime caught up a good bubble to keep him locked up, and the tower still standing as Tau breaks down the mid lane tier 2. The Baus pulled a little bit back by the shockwave. Hazel ulting as well. And now KCB retreating, but again, it's Tau in the mid. The Baus being realm warped into the backline. Flash in from Yukino. Crowny split from the fight initially, but still able to lay down a couple of auto attacks. Nemesis completely split out. Needs to get away from Tau. He's fast enough, but the Baus is getting taken down in the meantime. Tau single-handedly splitting the fight, forcing Nemesis away. KCB standing strong. The Baus caught once again. The Dark Enclave just continues to find him. Bullbear doing his best to run a slow there, connecting. But here comes Prime once again, so good on finding the angles. Down goes the Baus. Drake to the side of KCB. Able to steal the Drake, where they were able to find some of those kills and even it up. It's just been all KCB.
Nemesis now, though, he's going to have to realm warp out of this.
Collapse is there, realm warp is there, flash forward, hoping for the shockwave. It is going to connect. Nemesis will get taken down. The damage potential from the Rise is there, but he's just CC'd.
Maybe get a place, but KCB with a second Baron and very little left when it comes towards turrets for Los Ratones. It feels like this should be the base getting cracked by the French.
Yeah, I mean, that's Yukino is the story. Everyone has played their part.
Yukino!
Ah, the no and Yukino. I see. Follow up for Prime. Oh, God! Did we just cast or curse them? I was about to praise Prime. Follow from the Baus. He thinks that's his time to go in. I still don't know if this is a great fight. Turning it back. Again, the W is crucial on the bite there. Baus doing a lot of damage, but the chain CC is there. Can't quite get the shield down. Crowny now going to be in trouble. Decent tidal wave, but CC immune is Tau. Dashes right through the Cataclysm. Finds the kill. Nemesis now running away.
Mountain Solve available for KCB.
Comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Prime whiffed, Yukino whiffed. KCB still won. And that's the power of a wallet gap, I think.
I hope this encourages people to play more Zahara. Because this champion is sick.
It looks like he'll find at least 1 kill there. But the immediate collapse, recognizing the position of the train that Los Ratones can't really follow if they choose that angle, means that fight just goes even more in their favor. Now they've got a Mountain Soul, they've got a 10K gold lead.
All this has proven to me is that we never should have gotten rid of sister teams, you know?
True. We need 2 MKOIs. 2 G2s. Shockwave's nothing.
Okay.
And Tau doesn't participate.
Okay.
Most of the time, win a fight. 100%.
I think it's fair. And they get Hazel. That's also
yeah. It's still a close fight.
And here we go.
They found Hazel. They've knocked up Hazel. Another piece of CC will hit Hazel, but no damage is hitting the Yunara. Prime re-engaging on the boss. The boss now in trouble. Quick stun back. Both sides just running back and forth, but it's another super wave. Los Ratones don't really have time to move back to Fountain. Crownie hasn't been able to find an angle of attack, but Hazel's ulti is now faded. Surely if there was a time, the time is now. Camille's Stone Cold, though, still has access to the Shockwave, waiting for the perfect moment. Yukino rooted. A lot of damage coming in from Nemesis the boss.
Oh my god.
Goes in on Rise. Cal a lot of damage. CC immune in the midst of the entire team. They're going to burn it down before he gets the revive. Crucially, Bob's off to the side. Might be able to make the difference. That's the exhaust, but KCB not going to falter. Boss going right back in. Hazel going to delete him. Holy stack now on the queue as Yukino is spinning in the back line, but it's going to cost him his life. KCB set. I set on the objective. One more auto. Crownie manages to kill him. If they kill Camilo too, they have a chance. One more auto onto Camilo. They're running. KCB wants the wave in. He goes, oh no, Camilo, that's not it. Goes on the flash. He gets him. The timing is off. The Zanyas. They don't have the damage. KCB.
Reckless still wishing he was an AD carry right now.
With that victory for Carmine Corp Blue, they move into joint 7th, and Los Ratones move to joint bottom of the LEC.
I mean, there are a lot of flaws, a lot of missteps. Someone has to draw the short end of the stick.
There it is, yeah.
These are the LEC Week 1 Day 2 highlights featuring Team Vitality versus NAVI. Both teams currently sit in 2nd position in the league.
I really like this draft from Navi, like keeping that Mbessa open and then it was on a 5-minute timer for every dragon fight. But with the Ghost, it means you've actually still got access to chase a lot of these members down. So if you get headbutted away by Paris, you're still relevant.
Fleshy manages to connect, pushback, first blood. Fleshy takes it, not ideal, but getting the kill in mid lane, perfect. Is Knock now going all in, uses the Ghost, running down main turn.
Miracle roster that nearly made it to Worlds. They end up just barely missing out on one of their playoff games to make it, but it was like with Mole and PP God, and they were one of the players that, like, it's cool to see him back. Like, he's just a very fun player to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's always tough when you have that single split to show the best. As we see the response engaged in the mid lane. Humanoid just able to flash out in time as Relics on the chase. The kill will get finished. Going over to the jungler of Na'Vi. Trade of blows between both sides centered around this mid lane.
Man, Paris looks revitalized coming into this year. Working with Rylex so well over the last 2 games. Like, we got to see the play already on that bottom side, and then just kind of the alley-oop doesn't quite work out, but still nets the kill, and now it's Navi on towards the Grubs. Lince is still sticking around.
That does. 1 for 1 on the Grubs now, so he was able to get 2. Hook is gonna catch out main turn. Looks a little odd there for a second, but it did connect. Second Grub goes to the side of Vitality. The gold within touching distance, though. And so far, a pretty even game way up. Always a difficult prospect to dive a Cassante, but
Roddick now very quickly using his abilities to get topside, though.
Done there, pushback from Main turn is going to ult and go all out. So Flash traded for Flash. Rylex on the way up, as you highlighted. Red buff empowering him. Good initial burst damage follow-up is there from Main turn. The footwork to empower to keep the shield going, and it's Linces who walks too far forward. Navi. But he's plugged it back in, folks. He did it. Confirmed. League officials have confirmed. We've resumed the game. The Drake has been taken. And I'm hearing now in my ear, keyboard still plugged in.
So it was actually the keyboard plug-in any percent. I didn't realize that was the category we're running.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You could donate to win this. No, I don't know.
Yeah. If you check, you'll notice in the bot lane though, Iceborne Gauntlet completed, and immediately the top laner is winning for Navi, but Humanoid.
On the Humanoid, gliding his way out. Paris just continuing to chase Linces on the way to try and interrupt. Pushback only connecting on to Paris. That just means he's going to hit the auto anyway. The flick connects. Hobie takes the kill. And that's pretty devastating for the side of Vitality. Is now on the bot side. Main turn. Missing the Pathmaker. It's a pretty long cooldown. Can go all out to reset it. Misses the Q3. Will go all out. And I think he just needs to walk this one off. But instead he wants to go right back in. Dashing through. Q3 not going to do much. Knock go. Clean with the footwork.
Dodging all the Qs to make sure that he was able to win out on that one. It's a little something back for Vitality. But in the middle,
splitting on top side though. So the side lanes for this Vitality lineup just continuing to find little advantages. Humanoid, despite going down in the previous play.
They've doubled up with both solo laners top, which is just giving their opportunity now for the bot lane to be taken by Nako.
And here we go. On the way in, flashback from Kobe, good reaction speed. Linces good backstep to get away from the seismic shove. But in the meantime, yeah, you're right. Nako, the one who's winning. Exchange just solo taking that tower in the bottom lane.
Yeah, because Navi have very much been in control for a lot of this game. But the fact now, well, it is answered mid, but
dropped in the midst of the pit.
No Muramana completed for the Corki as well, so Kazi needs to get that finished.
Might have misclicked the Herald as he did hop in and then crash it into a wall. Initial catch out on a Fleshy. Knock not able to find the back line as the Chemtech Drake goes down. It looks like Navi do want to back away. Rylak flashing out instantly, but it's Linces straight in. Manger trying to pull away. Low taking health bar. Knock not able to do a damn thing. He's been isolated. He's been brought back up into the air. Finally, the Lectin is set to fall. Samdi free to do whatever he wants. Navi team fighting looking incredible. The flick hits onto Linces. He goes back in, stuns himself, and dies. That was incredible. I mean, the fact that Linces doesn't get that kill at the end either is wild.
I want to keep my eyes on Karzy in the middle of this fight, though. I think Poby hits a flick onto him in the back of this because he suddenly ends up at the front. We get it just as it goes on. So the engage comes through, Linces tries to make a play, but watch here as Poby, hits the
Zhao is pretty devastating. It is really hard for Linces to knock Nako without a flank to play these fights. You can see Knock Nako is complete the IE here on Samdi before the next big fight in the duration of this Baron. Maybe even a third item for Poby as he only has the combined cost left from that Leandries. Knock Nako still furiously split pushing, and there is an objective bounty to be claimed, so this won't be a negligible amount of gold. However, I don't think it'll put a dent in the overall team difference, even if it does put him farther ahead individually. Sadly, he can't. Oh, no, he's going to stick around.
I mean, they have to do something, but
hook, flick back. This is not the play. Fleshy hoping to hold that tower. Humanoid can set up another one if he wants to, trying to catch Poby. Poby again, great reactions as Samdi just goes in on Humanoid and pops him.
And now you got to TP back to try and defend parts of your base, but Navi, they're just going to be able to step away here. There's the Ghost.
Knocko.
You got to go. Ghost. You got to just go.
That back step is a little bit awkward. I think hoping for something flash forward. The wall from Poby! Oh, that was terrible! That was absolutely not the wall that they wanted! Out of the woods quite yet.
Dragon's about to spawn as well. Chemtech Soul available for Navi, so Vitality.
Turn Karzi's immediately going to die. There's no way they stop this. Rylak already back into Humanoid. He's completely isolated. It's a disaster for Vitality. They're going to try to recover with the Kim, but Maynard catches him out on the way. You're not supposed to be allowed to have MS and Cassante on the same team, Rob.
It's a little disgusting. It's a little disgusting.
It's original Cassante and modern era Cassante at the same time. I didn't appreciate it until we saw it there, but that was, I'm a believer in the Ambessa jungle. Navi are demolishing players. That would have been it for me. I would have packed it up. SpongeBob meme, time to head out, surrender vote. Let's go to the next one. Vitality going to do their best to find a way back into this game.
And Manger got to the right side of the wall.
Manger did get to the right side of the wall. Humanoid's dead. Picked off in a side lane. Old habits die hard as it was.
Murat is just like a cow in the way.
That would be really tough, yes. And there does seem to be a cow in the way. Linces found the cow. Cow's still in the way. Baron 3K getting lower. Knock not going to quite be able to get into the pit. Maybe hoping to find a fight, but he's just being publicly executed. His lane advantage deleted. It no longer matters. Maynard's still alive. Q3 manages to catch out Karzi, but they're taking out Rylak. Samdi finally coming over the wall, though. Karzi flash away from the empowered W, but the GA is there. The cooldowns, however, aren't. Karzi finally allowed to open up. Paris down. Triple for Karzi, hoping for more, but Samdi does not give a damn. Double for him, hoping to make it 3 as he and Poby remain standing.
They start to push on through.
Yeah, it feels like this should be the second to last nail in the coffin, most likely. Although, if someone on the side of Vitality missteps, it could break the base. They need to do it on this wave. That is the timer that they're on, but Fleshy wants to start a fight instead. Knock go instantly in the backline, looking to lock up Samdi. Samdi in trouble now. Knock finally putting the gold to good use. As Humanoid also doing a good job. Karzi locked up, knocked up. The fallout damage coming in from Rylak, and it might be enough to turn the fight. Knock finally found his way into the backline, but now they're finding their way onto him. Poby still standing. The Unraveled Earth, the flick back, a good buffer from Fleshy. But it does not matter. Navi holding on in that fight. A good effort from Vitality.
The wallets were too large. The Chemtech Dragon was too strong. The low health bars for Navi just could not be punished. It was a great attempt from Vitality, but unfortunately just was not enough in this game.
No, it was not. TP's coming in now as well. Because it feels like 2 top laners in the base. Lilac and Mainter finding their second win on this stage, backed up by Poby. Fantastic game from this team overall. Vitality maybe one last desperate hold, but I think after day one, people have learned to just hit the Nexus. So they're taking their sweet time. Mainter's gonna die for it, but they will win in the end. NAVI 2-0 in LEC versus.
And a well-lit squad as well. NAVI.
With that victory, NAVI move into top spot in the
LEC
LEC, and Vitality move into 6th position.
Gauge opportunities now. Mickey locking in the Nautilus. For long-time Mickey X fans, you will probably have mixed feelings about this champion, because while he has had some very iconic plays, this is also one of the champions that he is notable for.
Cheeky angle at that, you're right, I think it will be. The health bars, though, looking pretty good here from Yoppa and Mickey, but the dive comes nonetheless onto the 80 carry. Yoppa hit away. Now the flash followed up by Razork, and a bonk on the head to help for the first blood. It is a 1-for-1, but the 80 carry goes.
I mean, on the rise, you do have fantastic early game push. He's really utilizing that to go back to base, pick up that early tier, kind of as you'd expect, the mana hungry. But Fnatic back on the map, set their sights on bot lane once again.
Bully Yoppa again, the Fnatic playbook in merit with a trample down. Yoppa's kept in place. He has the range though, and lost but one more auto, one more turret shot would have done it, but the dive works out in the end. Question mark? Okay, Razork's gonna go down as Mickey picks up the kill. Meanwhile, the dive in mid, Skeens finds some success. Turret shot won't finish him off. It seems like the answer's gonna be no.
Renekton using his ulti just to clear out the top wave. A trade of ultis actually, as Wonder trades back, drops the ignite as well. Emperos is going to be forced back to base. Doesn't have his TP available, which means more plates for Wonder.
As Razork crosses through mid, looking for a target as well, but gonna help push out the wave. Talking about another lane that's successful. Let's look at Leader. Leader in the matchup, looking real good. Now gonna bring that towards top lane. Realm Warp, and Emperos is gonna get fully dead again, but it's a solo kill. Is worth noting. If Wonder joins a fight, it is going to be monstrous as Razork brings out the monster on Mickey first, onto Skeens. He joins in, but the flick back is beautiful. Vladi trying to get the pick, but Mickey's taking a while to die. Razork gets the flash out so he didn't get traded as Skeens. Now stuck in a 2 versus 1. Upset joins in, but sniped from Yoppa. Chain to corruption as well. Perfect ulti. The SK80 carry flashes away. It's now back up, now back down. As Upset gets rooted, now walks away, but Lost was stuck in the middle as well as SK bring this fight back. Mickey took so long. Renekton will not get to walk up to him.
He will not have fun, but it's also just for those champions. Oh, Emperos can't do much to defend the tower. Leader wants more though.
Razork's in the vicinity. Saying, oh, this team, you know, got a lot of washed players, a lot of oldies. We joked about it yesterday, but Wonder's taken him to town as good stun up from Emperos, goes into the dominance, but the sun comes likewise. Razork now visits his favorite lane. Flash away, the sliding Maelstrom will not kill Razork in the trade. And no matter what, Razork will be bot. TP though, as he sticks around, maybe wants to get out of here soon. They're committing for the turret. Mickey's going to look for an engage. Turret doesn't fall down just yet. Razork's like, I'm dead. I'm going to take the objective bounty with a depth charge and even a dodge away. Everyone's here from SK. It'll be a long trade, but goal back over to Fnatic.
Sacrifices.
As Wonder controls top for the time being, stops Flatty pushing. There was also some plates taken by Leader in this bottom lane, so both solo lanes still in a massive position despite the kill onto one of them. As a potential dive, Emperos has to give Prio here because he's scared. He's like, where the hell's this fight that just took Dragon?
I mean, not only that, Leader now, level 13 to Vladdy's level 11. Vladdy
slither of HP, some more gold to SK that might lead towards 5k. 5k at 18 minutes. I am not used to selling the story of SK, Betty. Like, last year was a disappointing year, I'm not gonna lie.
Mickey though,
okay,
getting engaged on.
Is he caught out or is it lost? Is the flash away? Maybe I know my answer. Slicing Maelstrom in the bottom lane. Wonder builds the space, gets the stun, and Skeens is here to help bring in the fun. And Frost goes down. And Skeens picks up the kill. We look back towards mid. Yoppa at half HP. He's hit down by the Arclighter Ruin, but Upset has run out of range. SK back away, and for Fnatic, they don't get a return.
I mean, credit to SK. I said that I wanted to see them playing through side lanes, and I said that their two options were to kind of shadow one of those side lanes and then potentially convert that pressure into mids. But alternatively, you can just shadow and find a pick.
Yep.
And so Emperos thought that he saw an opportunity. Hey, now on the Renekton, I've got the strike.
You were saying on a podcast with Jat that you were like,
hang on,
it's out hitting the ground running. Maybe this is it as well. Leader's going to walk forward instead, flush away from Vladimir Skeens. Vault Breaker's in, but a TP comes in where Yoppa joins the fray in the flank TP. Even more dangerous with the cannon on the way. TP's going to finally finish, but it's a slow one as Wonder flashes past the seismic shove. He gets one, and it's bloody SK again.
So looking for that backline play. Let's see though as they set up for the river. Razzle going in.
He's got himself a Cyclone. It's a good angle, but he's just run into Yoppa, who takes him down to 0. Skeens is going to be the trade as Mickey jumps in as well. And remember, again, we just talked about Wonder not being able to flash in. And Norris is slicing Maelstrom up, but still, they're going head-to-head. They're going even. Flash in from Yoppa, this 80 carry. The balls on this man. A triple about to turn into a quadra, but stolen by Wonder. If it's not Wonder, it is. Thank you so much for that. You know what? That's good. So they're the top 50% if they win it at 1-1. You, sir, very wise as we look at another fight in the jungle. Mickey at half HP, but it matters not again. Lost has to run for his life, but stunned up. Skeens helps Lee to get the kill, who's now on a killing spree himself.
Razzle in the area. Can he find the steal?
Well, he needs a good angle. At level 13, let's find his way in rather. Emperos has already started off the fight. Gets kill on the Mickey. Skeens gets the ulti, and it's perfect. It doesn't matter, the two have already gone down as Razzle is now into Yoppa, but it's too late. Wonder shreds them to death, and SK will be... See, Razzle's going towards bot. He'll try and steal some jungle camps while Baron goes over, and this slow burn from SK continues.
What a one-day difference. You're original with this joke.
But Medic's been there,
I've had this name for 33 years now.
Yeah,
so.
He's 33.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
One or two people may have made that joke before you.
Okay, it's Medic though, isn't it? When you say one person, I feel like he's claimed
Razzle
everything.
Might be about to fall.
Yeah, he might have to go night-night as well. Razzle, yep, dead in an instant. Teleport burn. I guess everyone killed.
That's true, he did.
And he's also got Bandle pipes, which I think the pity on the minion. Don't worry, guys, he'll catch up.
He will catch up. He's on his way.
The Genomite does go down once again in the bottom lane turret. It makes it quick work. There's something to be done towards mid eventually as Fnatic look for their pick onto Wonder. Stride Breaker used, but Wonder's not caught out. Instead, Mickey pulls the engaged depth charge onto Upset. He was previously deathless on the champion, but you can't say that anymore as Skeens tries to run in. It looks a bit messy, but Chain to Corruption again. Leader's going to follow up, and dead in an instant is Lospa. Wonder flashes in and makes short work of Vladdy. Well, meanwhile, Upset is trying to do what he can to Mickey, but it won't matter as well. Lospa's going to die Priestly, because I'm looking at Yoppa. Similar names, Betty. It sucks sometimes. Triple kill comes through, and already, Upset almost dies. But a triple goes over regardless. Baron enhanced recalls go through, but the base is in tatters.
Double TP is available for SK. They're going to go back to base, quickly rejoin their AD carry, and set their sights on closing out this game.
I don't know what Upset can do. He might be 4-2 and 3, but Wonder is going to one-shot him, getting close to as he steps forward. He can't even get in the same realm as Lospa trying to do the same, but the next is exposed, and down it will go. SK looking great today.
SK looking to make a scary start with the lead.
With that
the
victory
Fnatic
for
was able
SK,
to build in
they
the
move
bot lane.
into sixth
The fact that they were able to
position
find
in
that
LEC
dive,
and move into fifth.
but contemplating the rel right now.
These are the highlights from
Classic.
LEC Week 1 Day 2 match featuring G2 Esports
Back on
and
BDS,
Giant
this is
X.
something that he
G2 currently
religiously
sit in 10th position
brought
and
to the
Giant X sit
forefront.
in
Found
4th.
a lot of success, and they'll need to be finding those again against GX. So G2, they've got a pretty solid front to back each other out.
Riveting stuff. Ooh. Let's see. Now maybe it gets a bit more explosive. Flag down. Skewmon spotted. Flash. Okay. LeBron with the crash down was beautiful. Jun gets knocked up into the air, but the hail of arrows helps. Noah's damage is good, and Skewmon might be in trouble. Flashes over the wall as well. A miss from Noah. He tries to get ranged. Hansama zones out. Now turns to Isma, who flashes, flags, drags, and Jackie joins in with a phase rush. He walks out as well. A lot happened, but no one dies.
No one dies. The Q doesn't connect from Noah. Couple flashes were burned. Let's take stock. LeBron flash, Skewmon flash, Isma flash, and a heal from Jund. I guess the... Oh, hang on, Hansama. He's being bullied.
But you need
slapped
some
by the
meeps.
meeps in that little skirmish. No one with quite enough damage. And it is quite funny when you look at the items of everyone and you realize, yeah, it makes sense that there really wasn't enough damage.
Chains. That ulti used well, and first blood over I think that's an observer delay, as Hans has now used the summoner for it, but it enables the dragon. Waiting for Noah.
Nerfed lethality virus a bunch of times, but just in lane, he just trades so well.
And especially when we're getting these crit 80 carries coming back, a small engage here. Isma turns it into a big one. The setup is beautiful from Lot. And he'll take him down. Broken Blade joins in, gets a 1-for-1 now that Isma's down as Lot needs to flash over the wall, but it's matched. Broken Blade gets a flip out as well. Pulls in the all out, and Lot, even though he kites away nicely, Tempered Fate not going to be saved. Cap flashes forward, gets a stun out, and Lot is down too. The Realm Warp
does have to expend the flash thanks to Jun's ultimate.
Here we go again.
No flash available. The grubs have started.
I think we're just ramping up. Lot slowed down. One grub taken, rather two. The engage is there. It's 2v2. Stewon gets the knock up onto Isma, but Broken Blade jumps back in. The Casante takes a while to die with double buff into 4 people. He still wants to go forward, but Broken Blade a bridge too far. The Stewon picks up the kill in response. The Prof has to get out of there as well and follow his jungler. The last grub to be taken. It'll be 2 for GX. 1 for G2, but we're going head-to-head with these kills.
It is nothing but a scrap
into the forest.
Yeah, I think it was actually the NAVI wall that that made things awkward for him there.
Chains again, Hans Summer. No, okay.
Ooh, the Q goes the wrong way.
He tried to quick scope it and went 180 the other side.
He did what many of my Call of Duty montages looked like back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Tempered Fate. Okay, Realm Warp as well. This is a good collapse. Lots coming in at a great angle, and Caps is isolated. A free kill waiting as well. Nivea down. Jackie's with the kill.
Had that ahead of the fight.
Vedius has tools. He'll use them. He has a spectator line. He'll go back.
No, he TP's top.
Oh, did he?
Which brings into question why G2's even challenging that dragon in the first place.
True.
If you know you don't have your top laner ready to join.
Well, I mean, I guess Hans got caught in mid. Almost. I don't know what you want to call it.
I mean, I didn't like the play from G2 is the TLDR.
Yeah, Betty.
Like, they're hard contesting this dragon.
But it's a trade. Look at bot. Caps is taking a turret by himself.
Okay, but how quickly is this Anivia taking this bot turret?
Hang on.
Go on, observers. Show us.
Show us the bird.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
Look, almost there.
I know what they usually build.
Should we
hang on. LeBron, Hex Flash.
Oh! No crash down for him. Vedius is disgusted, but Skumond has saved the day. Really nice present guard, but the engage followed up by Isma's even better. Flash away from the enemy jungler, or rather from G2's. As Broken Blade has stepped in to try and help out, but versus 5, he can't stick around for long. A mistake. The biggest question is now, Noah. Transcorruption comes out again, instant cleanse at half HP. Arclighter Rune gets him down flat. Broken Blade's in, now with the all-out onto Noah. He takes him down for the shutdown. G2 are chasing this up. Jun flashes the mash.
Give them a bit more of a gold injection. A lot of this gold advantage that G2 find themselves with is sitting on...
No, it doesn't scale, and again for Broken Blade, he's going to have a treat the longer this game goes on. Lot can't get over the wall. The ice wall is a prison. A crash down Lot. Will he be able to move? You have your answer. As Dragon is now spawned alongside Baron. G2 have a 5 versus 4. The Dragon and run approach is GX as the smite comes
to G2 elsewhere, so they're forced to go back to base and catch it. Maybe a small level advantage over that of Jackie.
A lot of it is on that top lane, but...
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. Like, Lot just died mid.
Yeah.
He just died.
And maybe Noah does as well now as well. He just used his flash. His cleanse is gone now too. Flash from the last play. Lot misses the ulti, but now he's caught out once again. He dies mid once. Betty, he's going to die mid again. Gets a kill on the Prophet. Hang on. He's not dead yet until now. Hanzo picks up the kill. The Cataclysm comes in. G2 are caught in the middle like fish without a sink as away goes Jackie's. GX is still trying to fight this, but for Hans Sama, he's going to be so deadly in these fights. The front to back starting to build themselves. In 1 minute 30, I feel like we're going to have one. That's when Soul comes up as Baron is starting. He said it's so quick. GX, their jungler is in base.
But they have the Tempered Fate.
Jun needs to buy some time. At 8k, he now pulls the trigger. It's down to 7. Broken Blade gets a flip over the wall. There's another one built up as Noah has to flash away from Caps. Isma for the steal. 6k is what we're counting, but on a ward right now. As the Glacial Storm comes out once again, slowed down is Isma, sent away packing the flash. Broken Blade, what are you on?
They have the Bard ultimate available to them to stall.
Chains miss so to start us off. Isma needs to steal, but he flags out. Tempered Fate buys time yet again. It's a 2-man. Jun gets split back, but Broken Blade has done it. He's found 2. Chemtech is denied. It's all in. It's a circle comp, circle rip. All I'm seeing, health bars bleeding from G2 as Isma tries to part this way out, but Skumon re-engages, gets the range, and now he sacrifices his own line. Realm Warp for 1 for 2. Hans Summer has to be part of the running squad as Arclighter Ruin gets the slow down range again, but a miss. A whiff. The arrows are down as Hans Summer at half HP has to flash away from this deadly duo. GX now have options to take mid, but they did lose the Drake.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating for GX to lose out on that Drake, but G2 had such a good just barely get away as GX and G2 go for two for two.
Mega Blast Cone again, Tempered Fate used, Crash Down is good, Jun's the target, and Caps is just hiding away the fight. Kasante is Kasanteing, but Caps is capsing. As he flashes away, you look at Noah on the right trying to hit his poke and range, but GX is separated. Let's go. Okay, we don't know what it was.
Broken Blade acting as the gatekeeper to deny them access. Tempered Fate likely going to come through from Jun once again.
Look at that wall, Broken Blade, Tempered Fate you mentioned. There it is finally, but it's run dry. 4K Isma needs to get in the pit, but Broken Blade won't let him near. The burn down, the 1400 smite, the deal is done. Broken Blade's dealing with two people, and that's Noah gone. So G2 can have at him. Giant X have one target, and it's Broken Blade taking on the entire world, knocked up into the air. But Baron, for one, is still hella worth on the Baron.
Absolutely.
Look to defend bot. That's where G2 seem to be hovering as well. Okay, engage. Onto Caps. He has Egg. Level 17 Anivia. Isma ambitious. Now split up. Giant X don't have their jungler and Jun. He's getting one shot from range. Skewmon flies in for the kill. And G2 now have a 5 versus 4 with the Baron buff. The siege begins.
I mean, with the numbers advantage and with the stall champion gone as well, G2 should be able to easily knock down this tower. I imagine they'll be looking for more. They are currently only playing through one lane. But what was a game that just felt like it was going the way of GX. They were constantly finding picks onto G2. Felt like G2 regrouped, refocused, and since then, they found picks of their own.
But do they really care? I mean, Broken Blade could tank this up forever. It is Caps for the time being as Hans Summer went in deep. Broken Blade flashes in onto Jackies, gets a couple of whiffs, couple of misses. Now looking for the flick back. He will eventually die here. A step too far, maybe, for the top lane. And Tempered Fate didn't connect there as Caps. It wasn't flash used. John! That ain't Carrier's Bard, as Jackie's now took the magical journey as well. Giant X decided to go in to die one by one, and Isma is coming up next. It's a miracle he's live. GA now used. Nivea in form. Caps is going to drop as well. Lot bringing the fight back. We have just decided to throw caution out the window. It looked horrible from GX. Now it looks
through Hans Summer. I thought he had tower aggro at the start, but he finds himself a solo kill. And then Broken Blade goes in to try and help him and sacrifice.
LeBron's just going to back away. We are deciding that it is a good time to fight. Jarvan says it is a good day to die, but I wonder, does he really mean that? GA, he can dive this, and onto LeBron. There's set up from Lot. Public execution, easy as that. LeBron just wanted to back in a push.
Convert this into another tower as well. Jackie's pushing in mid lane. Knocks that one over.
This guy's throwing in chips on the side.
Hey, LeBron.
There's the stun up is good. LeBron, okay. Flash is now burned away. Jackies gets the kited out though, and the re-engage is good. Damage doesn't connect for the Rune Prison or anything of the sort. Broken Blade face checked and almost gets hit for it. Isma gets Tempered Fate by his own Bard. Cap flashes away. Broken Blade pulls out the ulti, but he's squishy as anything now. The last auto connect. Isma almost died, but it doesn't matter anyway. LeBron gets the engage he wanted. Jun flashes forward. G2 are getting destroyed. A triple over to this Virus. The Quadra stolen. And Giant X are thriving in the chaos because G2 are delivering it to them on a combat play.
An engage that was forced by G2 was turned around on by GX. A fantastic ultimate from Noah to set up an excellent team fight. Means that GX, just like that, are looking to close out this game.
And it looks like G2 might be starting the season 0-2 while Giant X sit on top of the leaderboard. Cap's going to buy some time. He goes golden, but soon to die into the egg. Noah gets the turret first. And now with the build-up of damage, all it takes is a quick Q. Giant X had us a little bit, but hey, a deserved win to start 2-0.
How did GX keep it there?
With that victory for Giant X, they moved
that
into joint
G2
top
was
of the
knocking
LEC
on their base
and
with the
G2
Baron
Esports
buff.
moved
And
joint
this was a
bottom.
cleaner game than last time.
Completely fine. So they just wanted easier ways to start fights.
These are the highlights from the
LEC
Week 1 Day 2 matchup featuring Carmine Corp and Movistar Koi. Both teams currently sit joint third.
Their composition, they've already got a lot of damage. How do they want to round out their 80 carry?
Romp in the meantime, and Alvaro is standing by. Flag, drag. There's some damage. Busio coming to help out. Yikes to re-engage. Healing, remember, can come through as well. Elyoya flashes away onto the blast cone, but it's matched. Yikes, what a beautiful flash to engage the first blood. Over to Bussin as Yehu looks a little safe, as Yike now knows. And we'll look towards respawns in this bottom camp, see if there's anything up and available for him to steal, but Dragon goes down regardless. Another win for KC. Way the grubs. Note that Elyoya was slow because, again, he was clearing bot camps. Just trying to catch up here. First objective went over to KC in that Dragon. Next one, at least 2, is going to go over to Yike. He's pulling for the time being, pulling this camp towards him. It's going to reset. That's also because Mirwin has just walked down and sacked 1 or 2 of these minions. So a little bit shy of that flash being off the cooldown. So Elyoya is really trying to punish it. Decimating Smasher avoided. Kana stepping up. Here's Elyoya. The flag drag gets the knock-up. Kana at half HP already. Mirwin needs another Decimating Smash, but he ulties instead. The flash has just come off cooldown. A brilliant play as Jojo flashes away from the seismic shove onto Yehu as he flashes away as well. Jojo's coming close, but Yike, the clutch factor again. He's here to save his mid laner proud.
Yike, just at the right moment, helps protect his mid laner from getting solo killed by Jojo. He will be able to convert this into his second Dragon for KC as well. The bot lane being put under relentless pressure from Busio and Kalist. Koi can be happy after finding a pick in the top side, but the rest of the map is going all the way of KC.
Boy, Tempered Fate onto Kalist. He caliber netted out of that one. And so no punishment there. Alvaro can't get too much done, and KC are going to get double Dragon. But again, some kind of resilience up in the top lane. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I went to watch Wales play in the Six Nations, the
Nice.
arena singing.
I think we're in that, aren't we? Australia's in that.
No.
Did we disengage? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are.
No, they're not.
I'm pretty, Australia's in, we play rugby as Jojo's backing off. Look, here comes the rest of KC. 4 members, in fact, as well. Jojo doesn't stand a chance as Alvaro flashes away.
The bot side of the jungle, but Busio's reading it well.
Kalist stepping up, putting traps down. Elyoya, flag and drag, Tempered Fate, but is this going to help them? This gives Yike time to go into super as Arkwright Ruin comes through. Kalist spaces him well. Cataclysm there. Yike is going to die, however. So one
safety, but the follow-up ult was good. If the camera's here, it feels like it must be a fight.
Well, Jojo, he's the one getting flicked about once again. Redemption coming in to help out, and I think there was more KC. Jojo gets out of the way. Lucio. So those summon is crucial as Herald gets summoned. MKOI want to stop the flow of dragons. Tempered Fate comes in first, and deletion onto the Karma. KC are getting threaded apart and flashing out. Elyoya is just on top of the carry. Gets 2 for the price. The one howls that as Mirwin is now chasing down. A Decimating Smash incoming onto Kana. Arclight flashed away from him. Yike running for the hills as well. KC in the blink of an eye just got absolutely annihilated.
Simple yet effective as Jojo looks for one more. He'll find the kill onto Yike, but obliteration as KC lose 4 members off the back of that engage. Alvaro connects the ultimate onto Kalist, and I thought that he was going to be the first target, but they melt through Busio. Question is, will it be too little too late at that point as Mirwin, I mean, yeah, he's quite falling for it. Now Yike's going to be spotted and Jojo will be forced to back away. That tower's going to go down, so the cross map that you suspected will come through. And now we'll enter another lull state, really, just because there's these engages that are coming through from both sides. But now that mid has been opened up, it's free for the taking. Good damage. Kalist should be able to secure this. Oh, but yeah, who's alone?
Here comes Jojo in. He gets stunned up midway. Has he got enough mana for the ulti? He'd have to think so, but he autos instead. Blocked by Kana! Yeah, who lives on?
Targets.
Kana has to probably walk away from this. Jojo's going to take the turret. This is it. Does a lot of damage. Almost 3 items himself as well. Going to deny as many minions as possible and takes it one himself as well. Running down onto Busio. There it is. CC immune, but he misses. He whiffs. Elyoya gets a knock-up onto Yehu on the side. He's separated while the Dragon goes down the flash for the Cataclysm, but down he drops. Elyoya picks up the kill, and all it costs was a couple of rocks. KC on sole point for 1.
But now they can threaten the Baron. KC, they've only got 4 members. Caitlyn is their only damaged. They have Kana too. His ultimate's still a ways away. Mirwin going to act as bodyguard to keep them away from it. Yike is the one you have to be most cautious of. if you're a Koi fan.
Okay, it starts off. Audacious strike already onto Mirwin. He's just in the way. A big body at 4K. The Baron's going down, but Mirwin's starting to chip down as well. Finally, it drops the flash. Jojo gets a one-man ulti. The Kana's right on him. And at full HP, he cares not. Busio gets out. Well, the threat is now super. Mirwin chasing down on the top of your screen as you see Busio's smashed in the head. And even though he should be dead, he's not yet. A magical journey while the back of the fight went well. Busio's caught down by an enemy Bard. Ain't many times you said that. As Alvaro gets not hit by Mirwin. Weaver's Wall flies across the top of our screens as well. And Yehu tries to deny this way, but attempted fate. Hang on a minute. Bit of danger here, but Mirwin doesn't want to step up. Scared of the rest of the team. Meanwhile, Yike, he's trying to find a flank and he just dies to Super. Big mistake from the KC jungler, opens up the map for MKOI.
He was not expecting the assassin Super sitting in the brush, and now Koi looking for more.
It's a cataclysm down, it might be the finishing touches, decimating smash is beautiful. Kana's ulti though, as he gets flicked back and overheat, would be fantastic, but he gets shielded up. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Kana needs to die. Alvaro knows, and as he goes, Golden Super steps up and fills the gap. Kana burning down the 80 carry, but he too will fall. Now through top, MKOI are looking to take it all.
Super plays with no fear, threatening the backline off of the engage from the rest of the Koi members. 2025, Koi could not take down Casey in the regular season, but in 2026, they're looking to change that story.
Yikes up in 2 seconds. The only thing I'll say is how much can he do? How much can he delay? One Nexus turret at the very least. Busio trying to buy some time as well, but Mirwin is a body he can't just beat. Decimating smash down, and Super from afar runs into that Crescent Guard and takes him down yet again. Superstar 80 carry once more, finishes off with a double, and 2026 will just be a different year for the Spaniards. Eventually.
He does get a bit of a revenge kill back onto Super, but the Nexus will fall 2-0 on the weekend, taking out.
With that victory for Movistar Koi, they move into joint first with NAVI and Giant X. Carmine Corp move into joint fourth.
Koi is making a statement that this